Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Blue State 2A. I'm sorry I haven't seen you guys in a while. Happy New Year. A couple weeks back, I picked up a good grit grips lower. Caught them. I caught one on a blim sale. Say sometime in November, I think it was. And I've been wanting one for a while, so I actually just decided to snatch one up, especially with on blim cell. I actually have another build in mind that I want to do, but they never have the lower that I want on for sale at all. Like it's never available. It's like a black multicam. Anybody wants to resell theirs or whatever case maybe let me know. But this was what I picked up. I picked up a green one. This is, like I said, I snatched up a blim. The blim is like, I found it finally. It took me like weeks. You see it right there? That's where the blim is at. Who cares? I did a little modification at the bottom with a Dremel, just smoothed it out because I'm a person who, but definitely believes in doing a lot of dry fire work. So I'm in the crib, like before I got the upper, I'm just in the crib, just pressing out. And I noticed I was getting a little, like it was rubbing over here. And then when I looked, the seam was there. So I'm like, yo, I gotta remove that. So I ran a Dremel across this, smoothed it out. It's like butternut right now. You know what I'm saying? And I ordered, yo, listen, this gun stuff is an addiction. Cause I copped the lower, y'all, and I kept thinking about the lower, like I'm like, y'all gotta get an upper slide, yo. I'm just sitting there plotting. And like I said, I had another upper slide that I was plotting on for the other build that I want to do. And I was like, I almost pulled a button on that, but I'm shopping. I come across the Zaffiri joints. And I already knew about them, you know what I'm saying? I've clocked them before, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, you know what? That Zaffiri slide is similar to a build that I wanted to do. They had the IBS system. So I'm like, yo, you know what? And they giving a free hollow sun with it. Let's look what's up with that. So I looked it up. I caught one. And now if I'm being real, you know what I'm saying? It took some time for it to come. I contacted them. Zaffiri was great. They hit me up. They chatted with me. They explained it. They made some adjustments or whatever the case may be. Made me feel secure, and boom. This baby popped up. And your boy, like I said, I was thirsty. I immediately sat that thing down and put it together. I'm being real. I sat down. It probably was, and mind you, I've never built one of these before. But I'm researched. So what I did was that I probably for the last year or so, I've been looking at videos of building slides and understanding this and that because I'm playing with guns now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like a technical type of person. I like to work with my hands. I like to see how things. I've been like this since I was a kid. I like to. When I was a kid, you bring some shit in the house, I'm gonna tear it down and put it back together. You know what I'm saying? If it breaks, I'm gonna try to fix it. And so I sat down and I watched another YouTube video and put one together. I actually had to, so this one came very bare bones. It came with nothing attached, not even an iron sights. So I had to put the iron sights on. I already had the tool to put the front iron sight on, but the rear iron sight, I actually had to buy the tool, whatever the case may be. Went to Amazon, snatched up one. So the slide came. So when the slide came, I got right to work, put it together, you know what I'm saying, and got myself to the range today and shot this bad boy. And I likes it. I likes it a lot. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Well, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really, truly, tell me what y'all think. This is what the bad boy looked like. I never shot a Gen 3 Glock before, so this is also a first for me. I mean, with the Reddit group, it's called Notaglock. This is definitely a Glock clone, and I really enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of, to me, this is the GRITGRIP slower is kind of reminiscent of the new Glock frame to me in a sense. It has the beaver tail. I think the grip angle itself is different though. I think GRITGRIP's grip angles are 18 degrees. Glock angles are usually 21, I think, or 22. I could be wrong, y'all. But I really enjoy shooting this gun. It really pressed out. You know what I'm saying? Like no other. Surprisingly enough, you know, I usually try to get. I usually range my red dots at 25 yards. Enjoyed the way it shot. My grouping was very tight. You know, I'm gonna share footage of everything, you know. But overall, so far, I ran 100 rounds through this gun. And I like it. You know, I can see me carrying it. I only had 2 or 3 hiccups. It was actually something that was, the shell was getting stuck right here, like it was stuck on a firing pin or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what it was, but you know, I'm still in the breaking in period. You know, so far, I enjoy it. I want to get a couple 100 more rounds through it before I start carrying it. But I can see me carrying this. This would be a great gun to carry. I'm gonna do the math on it. It might be a great carrier, just strictly off the price and all that other stuff like that. One of the things thus far, you know, it feels just like my Glock 19 in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just a shorter barrel. What I would want to do to this one is probably replace the trigger. And that's just simply because of the fact that it's something like for the most part, I like to keep Glocks kind of like basic to an extent. So, but this one I could see me doing my experimentation on. Like if I was gonna attempt a new trigger, whatever the case may be, this is the one I would probably do it. I might do a 48 build and play around with that trigger. So this would be the gun I'll start playing around, figuring out triggers and all that stuff like that. But so far, I don't have that much experience to understand why people complain about Glock triggers that much. But you know, this one felt great, and I honestly think the malfunctions I noticed that they were through factory Glock mags. They was actually through these other I think Magpul mags I have, and all the malfunctions I had was through them. I threw random bullets through Magpuls and they was jamming up, and when I threw them through the regular mags, they was going through. I got other mags with the Terran Tactical base plates. They were not having no problem at all. You know what I'm saying? So I only truly had a problem with the Magpul mags. So, but that's pretty much it. You know, I would definitely let me know how y'all feel about my build. I mean, probably I've seen these before, the GRITGRIP blower, but and the Zaffiri. Let me know if I'm even pronouncing that shit right, Zaffiri. But like I said, overall, I'm really impressed with myself. I really enjoyed shooting it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can see that being a EDC of mine. You know, it's definitely probably would go. The Glock 19 with the radiant rims, yeah, those two is running neck and neck. You know? But Happy New Year, guys, yo. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Sorry for not posting so long. And keep looking out for me, all right?
To be a sacrifice, alone, for years, not a call, text, or care. Days and nights, no food, hoping. If I'll be auditorium without a soul of a sound. They say I'm afraid of dying. No. I'm afraid of living.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's it. Go home.